G'day, I'm omdevaji, Sheshnag.com. What on earth is Kundalini? Sheshnag Mandir. This video is about the inner foursome that I'm having energetically. I've talked about videos like the Shiva and Shakti within, relative to the energy moving through my body, whether it's perceived as masculine or feminine, whether it's governed by the left side of the brain, which is predominantly what we call masculine traits, or whether it's governed by the right side of the brain and called feminine traits. Ultimately, there's a lot of healing going on, especially for the man, but especially just for humans. There's sexual neuroses, ancestral wounding, self-worth issues, just to mention a few. So I've realised recently that I'm having this inner foursome energetically, which is really beautiful, but parts of me have been forgotten long ago and need to be reignited. The other parts that have been cultivated through misinformation in this culture and malprograms, then that needs to be minimised and turned into a healthy program, healthy expression energetically, where the experience is mutually uplifting for both parties involved energetically. So if I talk about me, I've got a very wounded masculine. I'm a very sensitive and soft male. I'm predominantly intuitive. I'm not real harsh, but sometimes I crack it and my frustration gets seen as anger, but I'm not a really I'm courageous and resilient, but I don't carry a lot of power in some ways. So I just read these traits out relative to some of the expressions that are happening, and it's by a guy called Jake Woodward. Hopefully I'll get an interview on his channel someday. I haven't been in touch with him, but I'm going to hit him up. But this is his chart that he created, and it's a really beautiful thing. It talks about the unhealthy expressions, you know. So the unhealthy expressions of a masculine embodied energy is being forceful, dominating, manipulative, overthinking. I'm guilty of that one. Overdoing. A lot of people that don't want to be still are caught in the overdoing one. Controlling, demanding, very strong but unhealthy characteristics because they're overbearing. The wounded feminine, she has a repressed truth, or energetically in your being, you carry a repressed truth. Feel unworthy, guilty, shame and guilt, guilty, weak boundaries, guilty, codependent, guilty, always apologising, nah, over-explaining. So there's some of the wounded expressions, or the unhealthy expressions of the feminine energy within me. If I step into the empowered masculine, or what he calls the sacred masculine, the sacred masculine is present, guilty, sometimes when I'm not on the phone, aware, guilty, structured, sometimes, holding space, sometimes, discerning. All depends how weak my boundaries are, I guess. Decisive, has a clear purpose. There you go. Very strong, healthy, aligned embodied traits. When you stand next to these people, I get aroused, mate, because they're solid, and the beautiful energy that they embody, like my main mentor, JPP, Justin Patrick Pierce, far out, mate. He's a sum of the products of his investigation into the embodied masculine in through a 10-year process at least. And during that 10-year process, he's actually quite a feminine man, but he's beautifully embodied to the extent where oh, bro, you the man. So, if you get a chance to be exposed to Justin Patrick Pearce, by all means, have a look at him and you can appreciate what I'm saying. So, that's the sacred masculine. But I know that he has neuroses and stuff going on and subconscious malaligned programs too, but he shows up and works on it. And boy, yeah, if I'm going to interact with one person for sacred embodiment and sacred masculinity, then he'll be my first choice. Then there's the sacred feminine. And we all know this one. It's so beautiful. It's embraced as the goddess, and it's expressive, it's intuitive, it's connected with feeling. I'm not going to say connected with love, because love has been taken out of context, unless it's the love of pure being, which doesn't have judgment, doesn't have rescuing, not part of the drama cycle. So connected with being, compassionate, creative, free-flowing and radiant. So there you go, there's some of the traits that this Jake Woodward has put out there on a chart. They're beautiful, and when I look at it objectively and understand myself energetically, then I understand that there's unhealthy expressions of both energies and there's healthy expressions. Being in this culture, it's a little bit of work to be able to move towards the healthy expressions on a more consistent level. But I'm trying. I'm doing the work, little by little. Anyway, there you go. The inner foursome that I'm having with myself, and maybe you're having with yourself. You guys have a great day. Om Namah Shivaya. You can subscribe if you want. You can go to sheshnag.com or the What on Earth is Kundalini Facebook group and join us there, and we're going to bring out this masterclass where we're people throughout the planet connecting this grid, this vortex thing from Sheshnag Mandir throughout the world to talk about Kundalini experiences on a personal level and share that in a tight-knit group of people that are well respected and well researched in the area. Sheshnag.com, peace.